Tonight you're going to meet a group of former door members from Flagstaff. They've banded together to fight the church, an organization they say destroyed their lives.
Slowly deteriorating. Kind of like Jonestown. Okay, kind of like that. That's what's happening. That's why we're here. We've seen the stench grow, and we're not going to back off.
Mark Workman used to belong to a door-affiliated church in Flagstaff called the Potter's House. So did Lou Muccitelli.
Now, it's false doctrine. Calm down.
Now, Muccitelli and Workman and other ex-members of the Potter's House are taking their concerns about the church public through picket signs and newspaper ads and a support group for former members.
I was brainwashed. For 2 years, I lived in a false utopia that I thought was Christianity, and it wasn't.
After 11 years in the church, Muccitelli claims he was thrown out after he questioned what he thought was too much control.
He proceeded to kick me out, to excommunicate me as a heretic. It was one of the most devastating experiences of my entire life.
13-year member David Diver says he was ostracized for questioning church finances.
Well, they're against free thought. They have a blacklist of books. They limit what you take in. No TVs, no movies.
Once I was in a service where I was told, other members were told to bring all, the TV set, and they said they were going to have a barn fire.
Steve Schoner claims he was discouraged from pursuing a college degree.
Why bother to do that when the only thing that's important is total dedication to the gospel, the kind of gospel they saw fit?
Schoner quit the church after he says he was publicly humiliated for coming to services late. Exhaustion, he believes, is part of the control.
Some of those guys will go to that church 5, 6, sometimes every day of the week if there's a revival.
Bob Harrison says he was discouraged from taking vacations and warned not to go into business with Steve.
That Steve was going to kill me and leave me for dead, shoot me and leave me for dead. And God told him that.
We were just so well trained and so well disciplined, they could tell us to hate somebody.
The Potter's House has no comment. A church leader who asked not to be quoted said leadership had decided no one in the church would comment at this time. He told me the church was too busy ministering to argue. We also heard similar stories from ex-members in other door-affiliated churches in other cities.
I don't know why I did it, but one night I went out and burned all my books. I had, a ton of college textbooks.
Alan Stein claims the church tried to ban certain sex acts between a husband and wife.
When I objected and said, where is it in the Bible? The first thing he would say was, the pastors and I decided that it is not good for you. You will become a sexual pervert. You will become involved in pornography.
This former Tucson member says he's too terrified of retaliation to show his face on TV.
There are no statutes on mind control or raping one's mind, unfortunately. I wish there was, because I would be the first to file a lawsuit for what they did to me.
In an interview 3 weeks ago, I rattled off some of the general allegations to the founder of the International Door Ministry, Wayman Mitchell. He denied all of them.
Church that is identical in doctrine, is identical in practice to Assembly of God, Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee, many charismatic groups. Our church is no different. We have people in our congregation have television. They read all kinds of books. They go wherever they want to. These people are free to associate with whoever they want to associate with. We do not control these people's lives. That's a lie. You ask any of these people. That.
Everything I've done completely on my own will, and I'm free to come and go as I please, and the allegations are ignorant.
Paul LaValle says he'd been searching for a church home when he visited the door in Tucson. It was so alive, he moved from Texas. John Moreno and every door member we talk to say they do what God tells them, not the door and not any man.
I believe I'm a radical Christian because I'm living the way Jesus told me, and there's a lot of Christians that call themselves Christians but don't live the way Jesus tells them to. Anytime you do that, you take a radical stance, you will be labeled.
Pastor Harold Warner has been with the Door Ministry almost since it started. He has 900 members in his Tucson church. Plus, he's helped start 50 other churches in 13 states and 7 countries. he's convinced the dissidents are few.
I know thousands and thousands of people that have a genuine experience with Jesus Christ, are overjoyed with that. I'm sure that after 15 years of ministering, there's bound to be people who felt it wasn't for them.
In Flagstaff, ex-church members call their support group Life After Potter's House. A similar support group has just been started for former dorm members in the Phoenix area. It's called Second Chance.
A lot of these folks had been with the church for quite a while. When the one left, he said it was devastating. Is that a common reaction?
Well, the church says that people are free to come and go, and some people simply walk away. Others tell me they've been harassed when they left the church. Some immediately join other churches. Others tell me they can no longer deal with religion at all. A number of former members have told me about reoccurring nightmares, the need for mental health counseling. Some have said they considered suicide. One woman who called me today from southern Arizona explained it by saying she had heard thousands of times that if she quit the church, she'd die and go to hell. So when she finally decided to leave, she says she slept with a Bible on her chest and prayed that God would let her live till morning.
Okay, thanks.
Final part tomorrow, Sandy.